little etude.
Hi, and welcome to an Etudes training session. Today, we're going to be taking a look at how we can jazz up our homepage by adding a slideshow. It's not very difficult, but there's a couple of things you need to have and a couple of things you need to know. So let's get started and take a look at it. The first thing you're really going to need to use is a website called Photobucket. It's a free website. You can go there and just by signing on, they'll give you some storage space and you can upload all sorts of pictures. Once you have your pictures there, then we can go ahead and create a slideshow. So go ahead and Google Photobucket and you'll get this page here. It's the opening screen, and up in the upper right hand corner is where you're going to click to sign up. Once you've signed up, you can upload all sorts of pictures, and this is part of my album here. You can actually take and create sub-albums. So let's say if you're teaching 2 or 3 classes, you can have an album for each one of those classes you're teaching. But to get started on our slideshow, now that we have some pictures, we need to select up here where it says Tools. And once we select Tools, we'll go to a page that has all sorts of different things that you can use for your slide, to do with your pictures. And the one we're going to select is the slideshow option. So when you click that, you'll get this page. And this page is where you take your pictures, create your slideshow, frame it, and save it. So the first thing that you'll have to do is take your pictures here, and this will be all your different albums and all the pictures you have, and you start selecting them. There's a little green X there that you can go ahead and click, and as you do that, they show up down here at the bottom. Don't you love that arrow? I'm gonna just for my amusement, I'm going ahead and do some fancy arrows here, and you'll have a whole row of pictures there. And if you highlight them, you can move them around and get them in the right order that you want. The other thing that you might want to do is up here at the top where it says add a title, I leave it blank, so when the picture comes up, there's nothing but the picture. But if you have a phrase, or if it's a name of a student and you're rotating the different students around, you may want to put something there. So that's the first step. We've got our pictures. Second step is we go over here and we take the way we want to frame it. We can do different things to reveal the pictures. They can come flashing on, they can have circles around, all sorts of things, and just have some fun with it and find something that works well for you. And then finally, the third thing we need to do is to save our slideshow. And once we've done that, we have our slideshow saved and it's in our album. And this is what the album would look like. And you'll notice here, that's my slideshow, and I've called it Good Test just to make sure I know which one it is. And you see it kind of looks different than all the other individual pictures. So I click that, and I come up here and I have this page here. And you'll notice here on the right what's called links. And there are 4 different links there and possibilities that you can use. If you were just posting a single picture, and you can on your home page, this is what you would do. You would click this one here and copy it and save the address. And then you just post the one picture. But what we're going to do instead is use the HTML code, because it's a little bit more complex, say, posting a slideshow than it is just posting a picture. So after you've created your slideshow, you'll click the HTML code. Now it gets a little tricky, but don't worry about it. I'll work you through this. The code is really long, and so what you're going to do is I would copy that and paste it on a Word document, because we're only going to use a portion of that code to reveal our slideshow. Let me show you what it looks like. Here's your code, and what Photobucket wants us to do is to put this whole code in, and they call their embed code. Put this whole HTML code in, and you'll see the whole website and the whole single page website of Photobucket. But we don't want that. We just want the little slideshow. So within this code, if you look at it carefully, you'll see all sorts of HTTP sources. There's one here, there's one here, one here, and the 4th one is here. We don't want all of them. All we need is one of them. Guess which one? Well, it's the first one. There it is right there. This is the one you're going to copy and use to post just our slideshow. So you take the first one, it's right after the SRC, and it's the very first HTTP, copy it all the way up till the PBW at the very end. And it's that whole spot within the quotation marks. You don't need the quotation marks, just the code. And so once you get that, you go back to your home page. And this looks familiar. And at the very top where it says Options, that's what you click. And when you click that, you come to this page. And what you do is you take the code and you paste it in the URL address. So you had the HTTP, you paste it right there. Then all you need to do is update the options and your picture will appear. But before we leave this, let me just show you one more really quick thing. And that is up here the title, and that's always at the top of the picture, week 2, is what we have here. You type your title in there. Sometimes it could be Welcome to the Class. If you want to change it each week, a different module, you can do that. But anyway, now we've got it there. We've clicked our update options, and this is what it's going to happen. You're going to be able to have a different pictures. This is one that I've done for our biology tutorial lab, and it rotates, kind of blurs into these pictures, and all of them show up on the screen to kind of make it an interesting type of opening presentation for your class. So I hope this has helped out. Go ahead and try it. It adds a little pizzazz to the class and it kind of keeps the energy going.